Welcome to my channel Learn-A-Weed. Today we will going to discuss about the phenylalanine. The phenylalanine is also a major amino acid, and this phenylalanine is going to produce certain products in our body that is very important for the metabolism and for the growth and support of the body functions. The two products that I have written here, you can see, is the melanin and the catecholamine are the important products, or you can say the important releasing product from the phenylalanine. When it going to convert and it is going to pass through different pathways of the formation, it will going to produce the catecholamines, including the epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine, serotonin, and the melanin, that is a pigment, and these products are released from the phenylalanine. Now we are going to discuss the steps through which the products are formed from the phenylalanine. So this is a very short pathway of phenylalanine, and it is very easy to remember by remembering these steps, and I have written here, so make you guys easy to better understand and easily remember these steps. So starting from the phenylalanine sources, it is come from the diet, it can come from the endogenous amino acid metabolism. Now, when the phenylalanine is produced in the body, what is the function of phenylalanine? It is first converted into another product, or you can say the another amino acid, that is the tyrosine. The tyrosine is a precursor for many of the catecholamines and the melanin formation. The step in which the phenylalanine is converting into the tyrosine requires an enzyme that is called as the phenylalanine hydroxylase. This phenylalanine hydroxylase is having a very important clinical correlate, that is the phenylketonuria. We are going to discuss later on. Now, coming to the next step, the conversion of the tyrosine. The tyrosine is going to convert into another product that we call as the dopa. The dopa is the product released from the tyrosine, and here the enzyme is the tyrosine hydroxylase. In the both step, you can see there is a hydroxylation of the phenylalanine into the tyrosine, and then again the tyrosine is going to hydroxylase and forming the dopa. The dopa, that is the precursor for the catecholamines, is going to produce the other step is the catecholamine formation from the dopa. This dopa can be converted into another product that we call as the dopamine, and dopamine is also a catecholamine and a neurotransmitter that is important in the Parkinson disease. The catecholamine that are produced in the body are very important neurotransmitters and having a very important function in the body. The another pathway of the tyrosine to go in the body is the formation of melanin. Here you can see this tyrosine can also produce another product that is called as the melanin, and this melanin is the pigment that is produced in the body, and it is a major pigment for coloring of the skin. The different color of the skin we see in our country and in the world is produced because of the secretion of the melanin. If there is an increased secretion of melanin, the color will be fair. If there is a decreased secretion, the color will be darker. So this is also formed from the tyrosine. So the major product is the tyrosine that is formed from the phenylalanine. What happens if there is a deficiency in production of the tyrosine? Because of the deficiency of enzyme that is present at the step of conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine, that is the phenylalanine hydroxylase, what happens is if the enzyme is not present, the deficiency of the enzyme, there will be a condition called as the phenylketonuria. The phenylketonuria is a condition in which the phenylalanine is increased in the body tissues, in the body fluid, in the blood, and in the urine. That's why the name urea. In the urine, this phenylalanine is going to increase, and there is a no conversion of the phenylalanine into tyrosine because of the absence of the enzyme. So there will be no formation of the catecholamine, there will be no formation of melanin. So what happens in the condition? What are the symptoms of the patient having the phenylketonuria? The symptoms are very much related to the production of tyrosine. The patient will having the central nervous system disorders because there is a deficiency of dopamine, or there is a deficiency of the catecholamines that are very important for the nervous system function and the nerve impulse pathways. Now the another product that we have discussed is the formation of melanin. In the patient the phenylketonuria, there will be a hypopigmentation. There will be no pigmentation or decreased pigmentation of the skin because of the decreased or the not formation of the melanin. So the symptoms include the nervous system affects the hyperpigmentation and the appearance of the phenylalanine in the urine, and this is a condition called as the phenylketonuria. It can be congenital or it can be acquired, that is due to deficiency of the step involving the conversion of phenylalanine into the tyrosine. So this was general explanation. I hope you will explain well. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.